Resilience during a transformation is a tricky and important topic. Transformation is obviously difficult, and it often involves a real acceleration in the metabolic rate of an organization. After that initial burst of energy, it's not uncommon to see fatigue set in. Individuals get tired. More and more tasks have been added to their workload, and they don't always see the gains immediately. One of the things that I want to talk a little bit about is some of the lessons that we've developed over the course of the past several years of working with many organizations. The first is, it's very important that executives are intentional when it comes to their personal health. I can't tell you how many times I've seen executives who are leading transformations work themselves to a point where they're no longer effective. So being intentional about your own capacity to keep working is absolutely critical. Second, and related, it's quite valuable to have a look at your diary and see how you're actually spending your time. I often work with executives, and after looking at a week or a couple of weeks worth of their diaries, you discover that a number of the tasks they're engaged in are actually not value added. Or put differently, they're lower priority than some things that are getting crowded out, such as enough sleep. Third, I'd say delegation is absolutely critical. We all know this, but it's oftentimes hard to let go of certain tasks. Nonetheless, if you're not delegating, you're surely making a mistake. And if you don't feel like there's someone you can delegate to, then there's probably a question around how robust your bench is, how deep that bench is. And that's another thing that is worth thinking about, which is how would you build up the capacity in your organization such that some of the tasks that you're engaged in could actually be delegated. A final point is, it's important to have a culture that respects the idea that personal well-being is something that is a valid discussion topic. Everyone's going to be working hard during the transformation. Everyone's going to be giving their utmost to ensure that it's successful. You need to be comfortable, and your colleagues need to be comfortable that they can talk about the challenges that they're facing as individuals, that they can discuss their own strategies for personal resilience, and that they'll be supported. Because at the end of the day, it is a marathon, it's not a sprint. It's going to take time for the organization to see the real wins, to see the progress. In that early period, it's absolutely critical that leaders of the transformation have the time and the energy to do what they need to do for everyone to be successful.